Okay, guys, I thought I had comments turned on. I thought I fixed that, but they're still off. So as you join, please text me on my phone so I know you're there. 703-638-0172. That number is 703-638-0172. Text me, let me know that you're on. Anybody out there? Text me, let me know you're on. 703-638-0172. Or shoot me an email at getinshapewithdavid@gmail.com. Either way, just let me know that you're on. All right, so I know I'm up and running. Thank you, Pam. I've got to make sure my sound is working as well. Can you hear me okay? Cool, thanks. As you sign in, I still have comments shut off on YouTube. So text me as you sign in, 703-638-0172. Shoot me a quick text, let me know you're on, please, so I know how many people I've got. And then I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes before we start. I'm going to switch screens here real quick so I can see as you see. Yeah, it's not quite right. And that should be good. You should be able to see me pretty much from head to toe from this angle, so we should be good to go. Okay? I think you're the only one on here, Pam, at least for the moment. There's a 5 to 7 second delay as I do things to the way you see it, so bear with that, please, if you would. So according to YouTube, it sent me an email, so I know that I am live and up and running. As you log in, send me a text so I can see who's on. 703-638-0172. It's just you and me, Pam. I was trying to get more players, but it may look like this is a total bust. I had a lot of people ask me to do something online, and so I tried to get this done, and now I've only got one person. If you're signing in, text me, let me know you're there. 703-638-0172. Go to YouTube and do a search for David Cohen live stream. You should find it. It's 6 after. I'll go another 3 or 4 minutes, and if nobody dials in, I'm going to shut this down. I got to clean my glasses. They're filthy. Waiting for folks. I gave instructions how to find the live stream. That should not be an issue. Okay, cool. We'll start. Okay, so you know a lot of these alignments already, so I'm not going to go too crazy on this. bring your body slightly forward so you can rotate on top of your ankle. Okay? Not quite to the toes, but definitely to the balls of the feet. So I'm going to bring my torso slightly forward so those ankles are open. And rock back to close them. And then from here, I'm going to extend upward. Once I come forward, I'm on the ball of the feet. I'm going to come slightly higher onto the ball of the feet, opening up those joints, opening up the ankles. Do your abdominal breathing. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, come up. Exhale and come down. So if you're breathing properly and those joints are opening, you should feel your ankles get a little bit warmer than the foot. And that's extra blood flow, chi flow, synovial fluid flow, and whatever you got going on. And we're trying to let the body heal itself and take some of the inflammation out if you have ankle pain. And continue to do your abdominal breathing and open and close those ankles. And you'll feel it get warmer from the ankle. Maybe my heels get warm when I do this one, because as I come forward, it lines the ankle over the heel. Just like the skeleton in the doctor's office, the chiropractor's office, the feet actually dangle a little bit. They're not completely flat because the ankle joint, naturally, you can roll forward just a little bit. If the foot's relaxed, now lift that. Notice the toes point downward. The ankle is this way just a little bit. And so I'm trying to assimilate that by bringing my body just slightly forward on the ankle. That's definitely starting to warm the rest of the foot, not just the heel, so it should feel pretty good. Okay, let me know when you got that. And then we're going to start with the knees, which is really what this was meant for today. So sit on the quad, make sure your quads, hamstrings, and glutes are engaged. Don't be quad heavy, it's just going to aggravate the knees. And sit on your butt slightly, give you a little better view of that. So the entire leg is engaged. And now what I want to do is I want to open up the knees. And so I'm going to do a very gentle, just an inch or two squat. I'm going to come up. I'm going to squat back down on the knees. And I want to open those joints just enough to get the synovial fluid in there. I'm going to continue to do my abdominal breathing. I want to get as much fluid into those joints as possible. If you're finding us and you're joining us, please again text me so I know you're on, so I know you're watching. 703-638-0172. Abdominal breathing and just opening and closing the knee joints very gently. This will allow the body's own healing system to take effect. More blood flow, synovial fluid flow. And if you're familiar with sung or relaxation and your knees hurt when you do this, relax and allow that pain to go just out into the atmosphere. Inhale, bring it into the knee, and just exhale the pain out. And let it dissipate. Don't keep it in the knee. When you sung, when you exhale, exhale outward. And take that pain with it. Just dissolve it into the atmosphere. Into this universal energy thing. Just let it go. in your abdominal breathing. Exhale completely. Let the air come into the body naturally. It'll expand the belly and sink down. When you do this kind of breathing, you want to very gently take your diaphragm and bring it down on that inhale. And when you exhale, it comes back up to its natural position. That's part of that belly expansion. And by doing this, we massage the organs, which is good for health. And I'm going to continue to rise up and down on my knees gently. And I can even incorporate the ankles as we did a minute ago, as I do the knees as well. I can come forward slightly and sink. Shift back and up. Continue to breathe and get that diaphragm to act as a pump through that body chi to really get it down into the joints. Questions on it? Good. Okay, now we're going to move up to the hip. And so now I'm going to sink down a little bit lower, and I want to make sure my butt's underneath me. I want to make sure, again, the entire leg is engaged, not just the front, not just the quads. And I sink down, and this crease in my hip, the quash, should close if I do that correctly. I want to relax the sacral vertebrae. I want to drop them to the floor. Pick my head up slightly so the spinal column elongates. I want to do this. I want to sit down on that quad, close that joint right here at the crease where the leg meets the hip. I'm going to come up here and continue to do that abdominal breathing. Good. Come up slightly. Inhale, come up gently. Exhale, sink down, close that crease. Inhale, come up. Your legs may start to get tired. That's okay. A little extra exercise is not a bad thing, especially since we've been in quarantine so long. Relax. Get that blood flow into the hips. Then come up gently, just off that quad a little bit, and then sink down onto the quad. Exhale. Relax that as much as possible. Shoot. While you work on that, I'm going to check my phone. I want to see if anyone is watching that did not log in. It's like two views, so just me and you, it looks like, Pam. Oh, so I do have other people watching. Chuck is on. Charles Boardman. Good. So I do have other people watching. Chuck is on. Cool. Alright. So We talked about sung, and we talked about the alignments. Charles, did you get all that? Have you been on the whole time? We talked about the alignments. Charles, did you get all that? Have you been on the whole time? And I did, Charles, I think I did delete the old test video. I think I deleted it this morning, unless it takes a minute to go down. As far as the graininess, I'm on the webcam. I'm on the computer's integrated webcam. I had a webcam earlier, but I couldn't get it to switch over, so I apologize for that. I'll work on that for the next time. Charles, you've been on. Did you see the alignments and all that? And the knees and the ankles? All right, so now we're going to move up to spine and the shoulder. So we talked about dropping the sacral vertebrae to the floor. I'm going to bend my knees slightly, relax my hips, and drop that sacral vertebrae down to the floor. And then I'm going to take the crown point of my head, my shoulders, I want to lift them up through the spine to elongate that spine. Okay? And now to elongate the spine more, I'm going to take my right hand, gently grab my left wrist, pick my arms up overhead, and I'm going to very gently with the right hand pull that left hand up as I continue to drop that sacral vertebrae to the floor. Really want to open up those vertebrae. Okay, and I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to take my left hand, very gently grab the right wrist, and with that left hand, very gently pull upward as I continue to drop that sacral vertebrae to the floor. Continue with the abdominal breathing. Exhale completely. Let the air come into the body naturally. Don't suck in the air. Don't, right? Just let it come in naturally. And relax as much as possible. Continue to drop that sacral spine to the floor. Anywhere you have tightness or a little bit of tension, focus on that tension, hold it there, and give me good 2 or 3 really good exhales, and get rid of the tension. And feel that tension leave. Okay? That's a beautiful thing. That should feel good. So we're going to do a different exercise for the shoulders. This one takes time and practice. If you've got frozen shoulder, impingement issues, this will help it over time, but it takes practice and a long time to do this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to very gently rotate the wrist in a counterclockwise rotation. And when you relax enough and rotate gently, you're going to feel the effect that that wrist circle has up at the shoulder. Okay? Now we're going to change directions. Super slow, super gentle. Really use that tinging. Pay attention to what's going on in your body and feel where that affects the shoulder. Okay? Then we're going to rotate from the wrist to the elbow. So we're going to rotate the forearm gently, using that really good tinging. Feel where that affects the shoulder, and you're going to find out that that affects the shoulder in a different place in that wrist rotation. And change direction. Okay. Now we're going to rotate the bicep, so it's going to be between the elbow and the shoulder. I'm going to rotate that only and really try to isolate that. And again, that will affect a different part of the shoulder. And when we do that, I'm going to change direction. And wherever your motion is kinked is the motion that you want to practice. Exhale, sung, any tension, any pain. Relax, get rid of it. and continue to do your circles and work on the part that's frozen. And over time, that will unlock the shoulder. Now, we talk about opening and closing joints. If I have something just slightly out of my reach, do it this way so you can see it better. I'll try to get a good camera angle here. Anything that's slightly out of my reach, I can extend the shoulder and extend the fingers and not use muscle, but extend and reach. And then we can bring it back. So we talk about opening and closing the joints and the connective tissue. That's what we're talking about. It's not a muscular extension. It is a connective tissue extension. And so when we're doing our Tai Chi form, or Qigong, or whatever it is that you practice, when you open joints as you breathe, and you open them in the other direction as you start to close the joints, all these motions then send your chi into the joints. This is great for arthritis relief, pain relief through the joints. Really, really helps, and it'll warm up your extremities. It's great for energy flow, blood flow, all these great things. A lot of good benefits to practice this. And so we're going to go back to the beginning where we were with the ankles. And I want to practice coming up on the ankles and sinking down on the ankles as I do my abdominal breathing. And as you do this, you should feel whatever you're working on warm up. You should feel the extra blood flow through these joints as you work them. Okay? And same thing with the knees. This is great for knee pain, guys. Takes out inflammation from gait imbalances. Come up gently, sink down. If you're a Tai Chi player, you're used to sinking your Chi down to your feet at least anyway, if not grounding into the floor or the ground. So as you relax, sink it down. Let the body's antibodies and natural healings do its thing. And then practice your sung. Find where it gets stuck, find the pain, and release it, relax it out. Push it out away from the body on the relaxation. Sung. On a brief side note, when we talk about sung, a lot of people are under the impression that sung is just relaxation. If I just go soft, that's sung. And that's true, but it's a small part of it. That is not the entire picture. And so understand that sung is environmental and directional. Okay, I don't have someone here to practice with today, unfortunately. But if someone grabs the wrist and I relax it and move it this way, I'm going to get an effect moving that way. If I relax and move my intent this way and sung this way, then my partner is going to come this way. It is environmental, it is not just within the body, and it is directional. And so when I have pain here in my knees, I'm going to let it out and push it out and just let it dissipate. Any kind of pain you've got through the body, get rid of it. Okay? So we did the right arm. Practice with the left. Make your small circles. Feel where it affects the shoulder. Then move from the wrist to the elbow so the forearm rotates. Notice that's a different place in the shoulder. And then counterclockwise the other way. Okay? And then move the bicep from the elbow to the shoulder. And that one, for me, that's hard to isolate. Do the best you can on that rotation. Okay? When you feel where that's in the shoulder, then gently change direction. Where it gets hung up, practice your sung, practice your relaxation, send the energy and the blood flow to that spot it gets hung up, and over time that will release. Okay? If you have any questions, please text me, 703-638-0172. I'm going to check one more time, see if anyone else is on. I had a couple people. Hold on. If you're on, please text me so I know. I'd like to know how many people I've got. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly this morning. Okay, we good? Guys, I don't have the YouTube chat on. I shut it off. So please text me questions, comments, whatever you got. 703-638-0172. And so we're almost at the end. That's the East version on how to get rid of pain using Qigong and Tai Chi. It's really great for getting rid of most aches and pains. Dial in on it. Make sure you've got the exact spot. Sometimes I need to sit and meditate to find that exact spot. Once we find it, we can exhale it out. Just get rid of it. Dissipate it. The body and the mind throughout the course of the day, we all have ideas and moments, and we have that inner talking to ourselves. We tell ourselves stories through the day. When those thoughts come to an end as the next thought comes in, the thoughts that come to an end go out into this universal energy. Okay? And so we're doing the same thing, sending pain, aches and pains out to the universal energy field, right? Lock onto it, relax it, and just send it out. Just get rid of it like you're ending a thought. Oh, there's a thought, it hurts or it's tight or I need to relax that. And get rid of it. And you'll get rid of most aches and pains in the bodies. Okay? That's all Eastern philosophy, right? Western, from a PT standpoint, as far as knees go, if I go into a split position, a split squat, I would have a partner wrap my knee with a stretchy band. It could be a flat band, one with handles, one of the round, giant rubber band ones, it doesn't matter. Put the band around your knee, have your person tug on it and sink down, and then keep your structure as they pull that knee. And that should take away most pain on the spot. You want to pull the band in the same direction that the knee has pain. So in other words, if the pain on my knee is lateral, if it's on the outside of the leg, I want someone pulling to the outside. I want this to work. I want the medial side to work. I don't want the compensation on the outside. I need to make this more even. So you pull to the outside. If I have medial pain, I'm going to be in the same position, but now the band will be to the other side, and my partner will pull the band to that side. Hold it for about 30 seconds each, 3 times on a side, and that should take away most knee pain on the spot. Okay? Try those. Try those. Let me know if they work. Leave me comments, email me, whatever you need to do. That's going to be it for today. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, text me, whatever you need. I know I've repeated that text number countless times today, right? Last time. 703-638-0172. Or you can also find me on Get in Shape with David on Facebook. Either way. Thank you guys. Have a great day. I hope this helped. And let me know in the comments. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Ugh.